how did you guys leave the county?
Yeah, family, Bong County is okay. And beyond all reasonable doubt, the county is in full control of Honorable Jonny Kpheh.
How can you be definite like that?
Yeah, the truth is, the people of Bong County don't miss their war. Mind you now, Bong County is the home of the homos. They are not people that deceive people. And time without number the elections in Bong County, you normally know the winner even before the election date, because the people will not sit and then you call them, they say, come support me. They always call who they want to support and then say, hey, you are the one we have chosen and we want you to represent us. And that is how things go currently in Bong County. From Yanvola to that of Baila, all over, people are yamming, Jonny is the man, Jonny is the way. Even the motorcyclists, when you ride with him, if you don't want him to reach you to your destiny, just talk anything wrong against Jonny. They will take away with your money because they want someone that will be able to represent them. They want someone that will not scheme on them, and they want someone that will push the developmental agenda of Bong County. Jonny being a man who has come to unify Bong County, who has come to neutralize the politics in Bong County. Everybody just driven in his direction and saying that, hey, this is the man.
Okay, you want to add, Salihu, before we come?
Oh, yeah, thank you. Like Aaron rightly said, the truth is that Bong County is in our control, talking about Team Jonny, and why Bong County is in our control. If you conduct a survey now, like he rightly said, from the entrance point of Yanvola to the exit point of Bala, the name Jonny have become a household name. Why? Because of his generosity, because of his developmental orientation. So, I mean, the people of Bong County are wise people. They are people of humble background. They believe in development. So Jonny, having this kind of attribute, had just won the mind of the people of Bong County, and the only holder now is Ottawa-10. And if today was Ottawa-10, definitely the name Jonny had been pronounced as the next senator.
So, Aaron, let me come back to you. Who is this Jonny Kpheh man? Who is he?
Yeah, family, Jonny is a philanthropic. He is a leader. He is a successful businessman. He is a born citizen of Bong County. Mind you, Jonny was born into the union of Mr. and Mistress Jonny Kpheh Sr. in Balaman Town, Swakoko District, Bong County. And having started his education otherwise, when he graduated from high school, he attended the Quality University. And while at the Quality University, it will interest you to know that Jonny was given the responsibility to repair damaged chairs and that of those. That gave you the clear understanding that he came from a very humble background. Like anyone else, Jonny used to go on a farm with his parents. They were involved in rice farming and come home just like how each and every one of us did in the various villages. And then when he was at Collington, while other guys were there, bluffing because, Collington are both for big guys. He was always there repairing damaged chairs, damaged doors, just to get money to be able to gain education, where he was able to study business administration. So there at Collington, when he graduated, he being an entrepreneur, from the proceeds of what he earned from those work that he was doing, he was able to establish his first construction company. And that construction company attracted him to some international donors, and he was able to get a project with Africa. Today, it was to my utmost surprise that when we went to Tupaipu, someone was able to admit that, hey, when Africa was renovating this at the Neko clinic here, Jonny Kpheh was one of those that were with them. So I turned around and said, oh, Chief, you've been there? He said, yes, we've been around for long, and we've been helping our people for long. If you go to Gokian, the school building they have in Gokian, it was on he watched that identical school buildings were built. We're talking about 10 years ago. So about 10 to 15 years ago. So that's how he started. And when he matriculated to Morovia, where he was given the opportunity to serve as warehouse boy to the then Unity Party, and then after that, he was able to make a way to the LRA, the Broad Revenue Authority, where he worked currently at LPRC at the Department of Quality Control. So one of the characteristics of Jonny that continue to make people to clue to him that he has been referred to as the human magnet is that he is one who cares for people. He is the man who, even if he has the last teaspoon of rice to eat, when he identifies someone that is hungry, he prefers giving that identical teaspoon to that individual. So that's the kind of man he is. So that's the reason why you see everybody troop it to Honorable Jonny Kpheh. Because he always said it. He said, Aaron, when God gave you opportunity and you find yourself somewhere, always be a help to the people. You don't have to have all before you assist people. You don't have to get everything before you help people. The little you have, it is always important to share with others. And that's the kind of man he has been over the years. He's been sharing with people. He's been identifying with people. And Jonny Kpheh is a successful businessman. He has so many businesses. And that in his employ, he get more than 100 pricing. And those businesses reach from, you talk about it's an acronym that is PRAT, putting our resources together. Pratt get an agricultural sector. They get the agriculture sector, they have the engineering sector of Pratt. And there at the agriculture sector, if you enter in Senatorial district today, there's a large farm in Senatorial district that is up around the sawmill area. And that identical farm, the rice cultivation is going on there currently. And the proceeds from that identical farm will be milled and then brought to our local market where citizens of Bong County will be able to get it at an affordable rate. And we have customers around. And he talk about the H&L medical clinic. So many businesses. He's a successful businessman. That gave us the clue that if Honorable Kpheh is able to manage those businesses for those length of time, and they are all successful, and employing people about 100% being in his employ, being school in Sinye, that is the Anna School of Excellence in Sinye, where children are now going learning, a well-funded school, then of course he has the heart of development. That's why.
I mean, some will argue that this is a personal gain initiative. I mean, you're managing your own business. How do you manage the
Viably, anyone who is unable to manage his or her own team will definitely be unable to manage property. That's one of the things we always supposed to look at. So these things are not something that just benefited him alone. And as I told you, about 100% he is employed in the field of agriculture, in the area of business, in the area of health. And those people that are there, majority of them are Bongese. And from that identical initiative, they are able to put food on their table. And the process he getting from there are not just things that he's taking, putting in, paying, and all of things. Those are money that he's using to help develop Bong County. Those are money that he's using to help students around Bong County, because currently he get one of the largest scholarship schemes at Collington and other university at the grade school level. So the process of those things are being used for the people of Bong County.
Okay. Saliho, it seems as if all these activities that Aaron, you are talking about, Mr. Jonny Kpheh, is because he long had this vision of wanting to contest in the future. Now is this time. This is why he was doing all that. What can you say to that?
What I can say to you for short, Viably, is that Honorable Kpheh did not do these things because he wanted to be the leader of the people of Bong County at this time. But the real truth is that Honorable Kpheh is a philanthropic. He's a humanitarian. He's very much, he's a man with visions. He's a visionary young man. A man who believes that his people or everybody should live at equilibrium. You understand? And let's get this crystal clear today on this platform. That Honorable Kpheh did not just come to the people of Bong County to say, I want to be a leader. But based upon those things that he had done in past time, the people of Bong County from the 12 administrative district and within the 7 electoral district, they grouped themselves and said, if this young man of our kind can do all of those good things from his pocket, that means when elected as our leader or senator, he can do explore. So it is about time that we have him petition. So Honorable Kpheh was being called. He did not go to the people of Bong County to say, I want to be senator. So having been called by the people of Bong County, he didn't just accept. He took 6 good months doing consultation across the country.
Was he called by the people or he decided?
He was called by the people.
Was there a petitioning ceremony?
Definitely those petition ceremony will be coming very soon. But it was a communication. It was a call out, not call. You understand? By the chief, by the young people, by the taxi driver, and every sector of Bong County, that we want you to intervene because the people are desperate for good leadership, and that's just the reality. So our Kpheh being a kind-hearted person, a developmental-oriented person, that is why he was called by his people. And like I said, he didn't just accept abruptly. He had consultation for 6 months, along with a team. And after 6 months of consultation, it was being concluded that yes, indeed, I accept. Because when your people call you, it is the best time that you come. And that is why Kpheh is into this race, not because he was doing these things and he wanted to be a leader, but he was being called by his people.
Aaron, humanitarian gestures during political time can be questioned. Do you agree with that?
I value that will only be done when the individuals who is doing those gestures just started doing those gestures during the political season. But if you look at the lifestyle of Kpheh, giving has been his area. Providing for the needers has been his area. Doing development has been his area. Providing leadership has been his area. Can you imagine someone just from university being able to establish a company? That should give you the idea that all of his thoughts have been, what can I do to make Bong County better? What can I do to help others? Because, mind you, this identical dream, Kpheh is the dream bearer. We have the Friends of Jonny, which is the driving force behind all those things. In 2015, this Friends of Jonny was being established.
2015?
Yeah, in 2015.
The Friends of Jonny
was established in 2015 by eminent citizens of Bong County, sons and daughters of Bong County, who believe that what they have seen in Jonny, in his private area, can be demonstrated at the house of the legislator that will benefit the people of Bong County. On that note, that identical social and political group was being funded. And this identical group draws its membership from both Liberia, from Liberians, both home and that of abroad, who believe in the political ideology of Jonny Kpheh. And the sole purpose of funding this group was to encourage, to lobby, and convince Kpheh that, hey, this is the way from what your people are, what we're hearing from your people. And after Sarah's meeting with the elders come and meet the youth leaders and all the things, telling him to contest, it was something that we took longer time to convince him on. And having agreed, he did not just come out and say, yes, I agree. He said, let us do consultation and see the feedback from the people. But as I speak to you today, when we enter a village with the name that, oh, this is Kpheh team, or this is Kpheh, the request of the people is, let our incoming senator sleep with us. Jonny is a good man. Or anywhere you pass, they say, oh, he's a very good man. He is a good man. And he is doing all of those things because he wants for Bong County to be on a rightful trajectory. That's why he has come so that Bong County can gain its area in all sectors. Not one sector will be left behind. You just saw Ede Bonta in the sport area. When Bong County were being regarded as the best, the most supported team. He said there are so many ways that you can advocate. There are so many ways that you can protest. Not only by going standing on the street or advocating by shouting or encouraging people to do it. He said you can take the lead. And when he took the lead by donating to Bong County over $23,000 US, excluding the material and food kinds, the mattresses that he provided, by giving 3 pieces of diamond to encourage the first goal scorer and other subsequent goal scorer, by continuing to give money even when Bong County were being eliminated from that of be defeated in the second league. You saw that all those people who been there for the past 11 years with a menu, with a decimal sense of guilt, they definitely started giving in their support to. That's how we tend to do.
But it's always been a tradition that the caucus members, lawmakers, will chip in.
They were chipping, but there are some means that chip in because of pressure. I'm going to be clear on that. While it's true that we appreciated them, we appreciate their effort and all those things, but it was glaring that Bong County, even the steering committee chair, made it clear on Facebook that this is the highest donation that they have ever received. This is the highest support they have ever received. This has been done because the heart of development. And today, in County, when you talk about Bong County, nobody will talk about that's a country that don't have support. So all players that are wishing to play next season, they are major dreams because each players will want to get their funding, they want to be taken care of well. All what they will be, their major prayer now will be how to play for Bong Kante. And why? Because the intervention of Honorable Jonny Kpheh. When they say, why at this time? Why Honorable Jonny Kpheh just contributed at this time? His contribution is not only at this time. Then let me just give you a few instances. In 2018, when Honorable Jonny Kpheh heard that Bong Kante was playing, he made a contribution about 5,000, a little over $5,000 US with some material. Even he just seen in 2019. And then let's continue. On some of the occasions, he gave directed to the people. He gave directed to the people, and also occasion he gave it directed to the superintendent. And I'm on national radio here, and they will admit to that. So the reasons you just started hearing about Jonny doing donation, Jonny doing help, Jonny doing this is because of the crest of the people who say, hey, chief, you can't be doing these things in secret, because these things will serve as a benchmark. They will serve as an evidence that indeed you'll be able to help the people of Bong Kante. But this has been his way of living from time immemorial.
So Saliho, as we speak, what is being done by your senatorial aspirant Jonny Kpheh in Bong Kante, for which you think when elected, or if elected, he will do more?
Thank you very much. We started with engagement. Like I said earlier, if you conduct your survey in Bong Kante now, we are everywhere in Bong Kante. And not just engagement. The truth is that the child that will walk straight, you will know from earlier. So Honorable Kpheh being a man with a spirit of development, he's not saying, elect me before I can do this for you. He has started doing those things. And to just name a few, let me take you to a Flomo. If you get to Flomo now, there's a bridge that connects Mawa and Hindi. That bridge has been damaged for decades plus. Upon the European visitation in that part of Bong Kante, he saw the need that indeed this bridge needs to be rehabilitated, because it is not good for the well-being of our people that we want to lead. So if that be the case, then we should have the bridge rehabilitated immediately in all of his team. And the construction work of that bridge is ongoing. Like I said, is down pending dedication, something that costs a little over $12,000 in Hindi. And stay in Hindi. If you go to Gengema, there's a ferry there. That ferry was being donated by the former vice president of Liberia. But the management team of that ferry didn't do well in a period of time. So that ferry has been done. And remember, that ferry is an income generating source of the people of that area. And being done, it poses a threat to their livelihood, because no income is coming for them. So Honorable Kpheh was the one who intervened into, let's say, constructing or reconstructing that ferry. And now as I speak to you, the cable wire of that ferry cost a little over $5,000. That was also rehabilitated for the people of Gengema, and is now about to be functional. Okay, let's go to Sala District. In Sala District, if you get to Pakokuyata, there's a town called Pakokuyata in Sala District. Pakokuyata, there's a public school there. And that school was being affected by the storm. You understand? And the people of that area sent a call to the leadership of Bong Kante to intervene by then, but to no avail. So having contacted Honorable Jonny Kpheh, he has no hesitation. He went to the call of the people of Pakokuyata. Now as I speak to you, that school was being renovated under the watch of Honorable Jonny Kpheh Sr. Let's go to Sala State in Sala Town. There's a group in Sala called the Young for Colored Women. And that group is specialized in agriculture. And no agricultural activity is successful in the absence of finance. So when that group will be launched, several leaders of Bong Kante were being invited. And Honorable Kpheh was one of those pressing. Having gone there to have them in power, Honorable Kpheh collaborated with the sitting representative of Sala District and Senator Moe by then, and they were able to empower those women with $400,000 as an initial contribution. Now, if you get to Sala, those women are involved with agricultural activities. They are tilting the swamp. Then we go to all of the maternal waiting home across Bong Kante. You remember, our mothers are powerful people. And if you don't take care of them correctly in the health sector, I mean, it's not a good thing. So Honorable Kpheh being a humanitarian who have passion, who have feeling for women, having toured the tour administrative district of Bong County, he saw the need of having an intervention into the health sector. And the best way he could have it done was to, supply the maternal waiting home. So he also supplied them with mattresses and bed sheet. All of the maternal, I say all. That was done by Honorable Jonny Kpheh. We come to a tuition aid or scholarship, education, still in Sarala district. There's a school called Good News. And Honorable Kpheh was being invited to serve as guest speaker for the kindergarten graduation, a few months back. When he went there, he didn't just get spoke. And he committed himself of paying this year tuition for all these graduates. And something he did, it cost over $72,000. He did that.
So let me come to you, Aaron. I mean, we all know.
To conclude on that, to conclude if we can get to Aaron, right? We all know that in the road network or road connectivity is very cardinal to development. Honorable Kpheh, being a developmental hero, he has been involved with paving road across Bong County. He started with Banga. He went to Kokoya Road, Phoebe Street. Currently, as I speak to you, he's around Batala Bill, hailing for Sala District. So there are a lot being done by Honorable Kpheh, prior to his ascendancy as senator of the people of Bong County.
So Aaron, let me come to you. I mean, you just mentioned Banga, and we all know that Banga is the political hot seat of Bong County. How sure are you, and what has been Jonny Kpeh's intervention in the capital itself, for which you think Banga can be a major determinant to his election as senator?
Yeah, thank you very much, Pavli. The truth is, Honorable Kpheh has come to make Bong better. And in making Bong better, the capital city needs to be made better. You may recall
that Bong has always been better.
You may recall, yeah, better than it has been before.
I disagree with
better than it has been before. If it had been better before, then just imagine what's going to happen now. So better than it been before. So Honorable Kpheh, the first thing you look at is that during the Christmas season, for many years ago, there has nothing been like Christmas tree and all the things. But this current season, you saw the installation of the biggest Christmas tree in Bong County. And children went around it, parents went around and took photos, and people felt that spirit of Christmas. And in Banga road connectivity has been one of the major issues. It has even been a national issue. On several occasions, budget allocation has been made. And people have made promises. Can be promises that I will pave the street of Banga, I will do this. But to no avail. Those things have not been happening. But in Banga currently, the pavement of Banga has been successful. About 95% under the watchful eyes of our incoming Senator Honorable Jonny Kpheh. Today, I saw that joy. Some days ago, I saw that joy on the faces of the people of Jobemu. When the road was reaching there, a very old lady saw me and said, Aaron, from the time I was young, this is the first time for a yellow machine to make its way here. Who born this child? I said, oh man, I your son there. I your child. He said, thank God for that person. Today, if you go to the Vera Street, the Collins Street, you go to other streets, the Kokoya Road, you go to the Collins Street, you go to the Banga Broad Street, and all those streets that need to be paved, the Chief Compound Road and all those things, people are jubilating. You go to the Fast East Angle, people are jubilating. You go to Bofia community, people are jubilating because of the road connectivity. Because motorcyclists were finding it difficult to access these roads. Even cars who live in those communities used to be forced to park their car at the police station because of the bad road condition and walk and go to their houses, thereby giving them a security threat. Because mind you, some of them needed to wake up at night to find their way to their cars before they go to work, to be at work in time. So that economic problem now has been 95% solved in Banga. So the people of Banga are grateful for that. Today, if you enter Banga and just mention the name Jonny, they will tell you that is our hero. That is our political hero. Evident being, several opinion people have been conducted in Banga, and not a day that anyone They come close to Honor Jonny Kpheh. So the truth is that Banga is
how independent are those polls?
the polls are independent because those callers that are calling are the same people that are going to go to the pool. So it is sample size have been selected, and everyone will given the opportunity on enhanced opinion pool, and people call and chip in. And if you do your individual engagement with the, because those that are relevant, let me remind you, the women, when the women speaking the name of someone, just know that it is done. The youth, when the youth are speaking the name of someone, just know that it is done. So all these things going on in Banga. And once they are going on in Banga, and with those interventions in Banga, just know that Jonny Kpheh is the next senator of Bong County. And not only that, Jonny Kpheh launched what we call the Back to School campaign. And the Back to School campaign was meant to help students, less fortunate students, with school materials. That is, you're talking about then having shoes, you're talking about them having copy books. And that was successful. It covers the entire Banga, and it covers the entire Bong County. In Beaumont, in Senatorial, and part of Salala, people were being able to benefit from that ethnical initiative. So our engagement in Banga is glaring. The people of Banga need development. They have seen to it that Jonny Kpheh has the ability to work with anyone. That's why he has set a time with our number. Anytime you're doing any work, make it your business. Just call on me with a panel. One, it is for the sake of the people of Bong County. And that's how it is going. That's why he has planned, even if you come to Kodila, during the birthday celebration of Honorable Mama Breeze Mensa, where she was dedicating a town hall in Kodila, Honorable Jonny Kpheh made his intervention there, and the people of Kodila were able to receive their DSTV set with a generator. Today, if you get to Kodila, you can witness any of those European League, even the World Cup were being witnessed there by them through the intervention of this humble incoming senator.
Does he have the backing of members of the caucus?
His main care is the backing of the people. His ability, one of the attributes that continue to make people attractive to him is that he has the ability to work with anyone and everyone, irrespective of their political affiliation. He said the best people or the best thing to do as politician is the interest of the people.
The people are the employer.
Yeah, the people are the employer. So once you're in the interest of the people, disregarding which political party you come from, disregarding who you support, who you don't support, he is willing and ready to work for you for the sake of Bong County. That's how he's been operating. So with the caucus backing or caucus not backing, his main concern is the backing of the people, and something that he has, for which we are grateful for.
Okay, if you're joining us, you're listening to the Super Morning Show on ELBC Radio. The friends of Jonny Kpheh, Senatorial Aspirant in Bong County. Aaron Flomo, the chairman for Press and Propaganda Committee, and Saliho Sama, the Secretary General. They are here this morning as my second set of guests. So you can call us on 08805140096, 08805140096, or 07705818886, 07705818886. Let's hear from this person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
Yeah, I call from district number 4, 704 Montevalo County. My name is Menkalo Matuaiku.
You're from Bong County, right?
I from Bong County, I'm based in Montevalo County.
Okay.
But let me say this. On report, me has service to the town of the county. My barrister was surprised. I do not know him in person, but as I speak to you, we have a membership of 25 currently in Montevalo County, specifically the Dukovo area. We have decided as Bongi to carry this young man because this day to see people who would just take their cash and spend it, more especially young person, to spend their cash in a kind of a fun manner, more especially when it comes to school. We believe that he is a unifier.
Okay.
And let me say this for clear. Bong County people will not make mistakes to say they will not elect this young man who has the heart desire of the people. We believe that our senator in waiting will be inaugurated right after the 10th of October 2023. Thank you, gentlemen. In studio, we are here and we are putting men together.
Thank you so much. Let's hear from this caller. Morning.
Good morning to your studio guys.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning. What's the name?
This is Ojuku. Oboswa. Ojuku.
Ojugu, you lost from the black. What happened?
We are being in the black community. I propagating the agenda of the Google agenda.
Okay.
Witness of recent on February 4th. What brought the people out have been our mobilization.
Okay.
So we are back there.
Okay, you back to base.
We are on base.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
my concern about June to on our way. It's a young man that I've been hearing about. More especially contacting me about the knowing, I heard about him. And my concern is, one may say he have the money, but I have to say thanks a lot for the contribution in Bong County. I contributing to our people in the rural community. And one may say you have the money, maybe people are forcing you in the race. But don't you think maybe just focus on charity, serve our people in the community?
Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Let's hear from this caller. Morning. Good morning. Morning, what's the name?
Well, I'm Steven Zon, I call from Google West Cape.
Let's hear you.
Thank you, actually. I listened to your guest there describing Kpheh as a humanitarian. If you say Kpheh is a humanitarian, which type of humanitarian he is? Is he a Pakistan humanitarian?
You say?
That's one. Is he a Pakistan humanitarian? That's one.
Okay.
The second question has to do with if this honorable man is a humanitarian. Apart from various senatorial positions, can you point out his legacy on the basis of being humanitarian? Thank you.
Thank you. Let's hear from this person. Morning.
Morning.
Morning, what's the name?
My name is Simon Anderson, Chief of Staff of the Office of Honorable Mama Manda.
Yeah, let's hear you.
It's a good thing today that we have our brothers in studio applauding Honorable Jonny Kpheh. What you've said is no secret to citizens, the real citizens of Bong County. It is the truth. And I think this is what we need in our party politics right now. We need people who will give to our society instead of taking back.
Okay.
Long time people have gotten rich out of politics. People keep the politics being very book, promise people for a very long time that will do something, and then they come in and take on positions for a very long time, and they've done nothing. Honorable Jonny Kpheh, what the other has done his own private business, and he's coming back to Bong County and he's up it. What he's doing currently is a manifestation to tell you that if this person comes, leadership, they will definitely do well. And I think this is something that we even need for our country. People who can vote, when it comes to power, it's going to be hard.
Okay, let's hear from this person. Morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, what's the name?
My name is Andreas calling from Rehab.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, I don't appreciate those gentlemen in studio for the intervention that people won't be out. We myself interest as I would leave as soon as the discussion starts and leave my way Bong County to go and register. See, I'm just getting elect. We have our next senator for Bong County.
Okay.
I wish to be in touch with them.
Okay, thank you so much. We can take a few more calls and go back to Aaron and Saliho. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, what's the name?
I'm Richard when you called it from 72nd.
Let's hear you.
Let me appreciate the brothers in studio that are pushing the political agenda of Jonny Kpheh. It is important too that we do the extension in the Kokoya Belt, where you get the Kokian, the Bata, the Buruta. Up to now, the friends of Kpheh, they are not, the president is not felt there. So I appreciate Aaron giving a number. Please, let you call me on this number so I can get connected too.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
We can take a call and go back to morning.
I want to say good morning to ERPC and good morning to the people of Liberia. This is Nawama and John ERPC for Boma this morning. You were district Bong County.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, I want to take this time to appreciate your studio guests, Aaron and Sama. They spoke legendary. you know, the Bong County have resolved to vote Jonny Kpheh. We Boston, Salala, Yidukwale, all over in the place. We have resolved as a young people, as a women, as a girls, all over in the place. Look, the doctor that is on the place, we are not going to make it the Bong County 4. This is the time to take Bong County for the quarter and bring Bong County for the quarter. Okay. So we are going to elect on the place what he has done. We are going to elect. If I may say no.
And I know, talking for me situation. The man calling from a district, so
Yeah,
I don't know. Thank you so much. But Aaron, you listen to, favorable responses about some. Someone don't know. I mean, how has Jonny Kpheh turned to maybe overnight humanitarian? What kind of humanitarian is he? Just respond to some of the concerns, Aaron.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Our brother who called from Zulu West King. We did. Those are attributes of Jonny Kpheh. He's a philanthropist. He's a leader. He is a good decision maker. As we regularly stated, he is a successful businessman. And time without number, even prior to this election issue, Jonny has been walking into Phoebe Hospital and paying the hospital bill of all patients. Not a happy time without number. And come to think of it, women are people who are breadwinner, right? Currently in Bong County, there's a skill training program running for 10,000 women. 10,000 women are being empowered by Honorable Jonny Kpheh. And that is, they will be able to learn tie-dye, they will be able to learn soap making and all the things. Those are attributes he's been doing. And if you do your research, people who've been going all the country for study, before even this electoral time, and it was not even in addiction to context. He been men have been shying away sometimes, but when the core of the people is made, you have no choice. You have to go by the minute because the people own you. So when the core upon you got to come. So that's how he been making contribution all the things. So it's not about barter system. It's not about in search of wealth.
So
what
inside of politics, also of politics,
yeah, he been good, and he gave freely. Yeah. Yes, he gave freely.
So, Saliho, let's hear you for a few seconds, then I'll come back to Aaron to close up.
Yeah, thank you very much. Ogbuswa, right? Let me just respond. Yeah, Ojuku. Let me respond to Ojuku. When Ojuku said that indeed, why can Kpheh just focus on, running charity rather than entering politics? The truth is that men by nature is a political animal. And the core of the people is mightier than the soil. So Kpheh did not decide. He didn't take unilateral decisions. It was the core of the people. And like Aaron said, and we have said from time past, from the onset of this conversation, that when your people call, when your people are desperate in need of you, it is the time that you go to their call. So whether Kpheh have been serving or playing the role of humanitarian, it doesn't matter. But what matters now is that the core of the people, the core of the people of Bong County is more important than the past of Kpheh. Okay. So something that we cannot honor look as a team. We are into it, and like I said, the people of Bong County have resolved. Kpheh is our next senator.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, let's hear you, Aaron, finally.
Yeah, Vavle, thank you very much for the invite, and it has been a wonderful time. And just as you see caller trooping in, talking about their group, talking about they are willing to support Honorable Jonny Kpheh. This is how I've been looking. Throughout, when we appear at any radio station in Bong County, people are trooping in. And the truth is, Honorable Jonny Kpheh is the next senator for Bong County. Evident being those millions of support that he continue to receive on a daily basis. So we are saying this, we're going into this for the sake of the people of Bong County. We are going to help because there are a whole lot of good people at Bong County. There are a whole lot of good people at the House of Legislators that hail from Bong County. And there are also bad ones. So we are eliminating those bad ones and replacing them with good ones like Honorable Jonny Kpheh to join those good ones, and they will be able to develop Bong County for every one of us. So it's a call for all Bongies. Let us rally together. Let us come together as one to definitely make this identical change, to definitely bring this forth so that Bong County will benefit and Bong County will be second to none. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, he's Aaron Flomo and Saliho Sama of the Friends of Jonny Kpheh, a Senatorial Aspirant in Bong County. Next is my guest, my other guest coming